One of the things that will make this particular stadium world-class and different than any other minor league stadium.
It's a whole new ball game in downtown Chattanooga. A stadium soon to bring even more development around it, much like others across the country.
You got to give the people a reason to go somewhere, and then everything else will fall into place.
In Birmingham, Alabama, city officials are enjoying a rebirth in the downtown area.
It's going to become a whole new defining calling card for the city of Chattanooga.
We see this as a real opportunity, not just to revitalize the district, but to do it in the right way.
Now a place for everyone at Erlanger Park. We'll take you inside for a first look before the gates even open on this special edition of Local 3 News at 4.
This is a special edition of Local 3 News, live from the Lookouts' new home, Erlanger Park.
Good afternoon. First, we'll begin in the studio. A day in Chattanooga history unlike any other. Erlanger Park opening for the first time after years of discussions and planning. We're glad you joined us. I'm Cindy Sexton.
And I'm Latrice Curry. Boy, what a beautiful park. Our team was not going to miss any of this action. We have David Carroll, David Carnes, Sierra Rucker, Ben Bobick, and Samantha Casano. They are all throughout the park. You see them right there. Let's start with David Carroll and what you need to know. Hey, DC.
Hello, Latrice and Cindy. It's great to be here on opening day. Got a baseball. See that? They're taking batting practice right here, and my fearless producer, Marissa Stacy, saved my life, making an amazing catch right over my head. You should have been here to see it. But this is a souvenir I'll always remember. I was at the opening day for AT&T Park, then Bell South Park, about 26 years ago exactly, in 2000. Despite popular belief, I was not at Ingle Stadium when it opened this month in 1931. But this is a day Chattanooga will always remember. Erlanger Park is a sight to behold. It's like a major league stadium on a lower scale, but it's got everything you need. And later in this hour, we'll tell you all about the amenities here. We're going to show you the parking, which is quite easy. Once you get off, say, Broad at 25th, Broad at 26th, just come on in. They've got signage. They've got people directing you where to park. I'll go ahead and tell you, this place is cashless. Keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to put $5 bills down for a bottle of water or anything like that. So be sure to bring your credit or debit card. It is really going to be a great addition to the city of Chattanooga. So let's go where the fans are. People are starting to come in, and Sierra Rucker is there to greet them.
Yeah, David, if you can believe it, people started lining up already at around 11 this morning. And as you know, it's pretty toasty out here. So that's a lot of dedication for these Lookout fans. And I'm actually joined with them right here. I'm with Corey and Jack Sharpless. Now, first, tell me, how long have you guys been out here, and why would you show up so early in the heat?
We got here about 11:30 this morning. We decided that with the opening of a new park, it was just going to be awesome to be part of history. And if we could be those first people through the gate, it was going to be amazing. And look at this day we have a new park, and just so happy to be here.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great experience. And I know you already got a sneak peek of the place, but this is your first time here. So what are you most excited about?
I'm just excited. Well, no sun for one thing. I'm just excited to see how much of an improvement this is over the last field, AT&T Field. Because I've been going to that one since as far as I can remember. So this is big for me.
Of course, I know AT&T Field was definitely a staple in Chattanooga, and I know that the sun was a big issue that developers really took in mind from those fans, and what a perfect day to test that out on this sunny day. So I know you guys have been waiting, and the doors are going to be opening up very soon. So thank you for speaking with me and all that dedication you Lookout fans are providing on this beautiful day. And speaking of beautiful day, let's go ahead and toss it to a meteorologist, David Carnes. Hi, David.
Hey, Sierra, what a beautiful day it is. You're right. A little breezy. It's warm, way warmer than it should be for April, but we don't care. We've got the Lookouts on the field. They're warming up. They're practicing, and it is just fun to come out here and sit in the Kubota building, which is where we are on top in the VIP area. And there are going to be a lot of folks up here with the perfect view, and we've been trying to see if they could hit a home run during practice out here. Hasn't happened yet. We are at the deepest part of the ballpark, but it's a gorgeous stadium, gorgeous day, 85 degrees right now. Now, we're going to try to get up to 87 degrees. That's the record. 87 is the forecast high. We'll have your complete forecast coming up in just a few moments. It does include some cooler weather that will be arriving this weekend. Right now, we're going to go back into the studio. Cindy, it is awesome out here.
David, I can tell, and we are quite jealous. It's not breezy in here, and it's not hot, but we will get down there.
Oh, it's
as soon
beautiful.
As possible.
Yes.
All right.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
We are gearing up for first pitch, 2 hours and 47 minutes away, right here at the new Erlanger Park. And I just realized they began construction here July 15th of 2024. A lot of people said it won't possibly be ready by April of 2026. I may have been one of them. I'm glad to say a lot of people were wrong. They are ready to go. And we've talked about this going from eyesore to showplace. This is a good example right here. Not exactly a beautiful site behind me, but many new developments are going up, including a beer garden in the coming days, weeks, and months. Let's find out more from Grace Kramer.
The South Broad District has been overlooked for years, but not anymore. With Erlanger Park leading the charge, this area is in for a major comeback as the city's newest place to work, play, and live.
Development is a long and methodical process, and so you'll see as you come, every time you come, you'll see more and more as the district begins to breathe life back into an area that's been relatively vacant for the last 20 years.
Austin Cantrell, a spokesperson for the developers behind the new South Broad Street district, says more than 140 acres of this once dilapidated industrial site will become the future of Chattanooga culture.
People will be living here, right? People will be using these spaces every day. The baseball stadium itself is a park, right? That's why it's called Erlanger Park. During daylight hours, the gates will open. You know, it's a third of a mile extension of the Riverwalk. The team hopes to be able to open the food court and to operate this so that it's a place you can come grab lunch. And we hope to recruit businesses to come and, you know, move their offices and headquarters here from out of market and sort of establish a true live, work, play that their home is here at the Foundry District in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
More than 300 apartment units are set to go up beside the park, followed by a massive office building nearby. A new brewery is opening to greet baseball fans and visitors alike. Developers behind the South Broad Street District revitalization plan say this is all just part of the first phase, and it's expected to bring in over $300 million in private investments to the area.
Growth is going to happen no matter what any of us say about it because we live in a beautiful place. And so what I encourage people to do is get involved, find their way to shape that growth in the best way possible, because if we have a say in that growth and have those things that we want, like great places to come and gather, you know, a lot of people moved here for those things and many more will come.
Phases 2 and 3 will bring in subdivisions for family homes, apartment and condo buildings, parks, and more spaces for businesses. Developers expect this new real estate development plan could generate $102 million in revenue for the city of Chattanooga and Hamilton County. This 6-story apartment building will be going up behind left field. It is set to begin construction in just a few months, and that office building will go out behind center field. We'll continue to track all the latest developments in real estate right here in this new district. In Chattanooga, I'm Grace Kramer, Local 3 News.
And it's going to be a joy to follow all those developments as time goes on. Just think about it. We are going from a dilapidated industrial site to the crown jewel of minor league baseball. And I'm going to take you now to one of the best views from Erlanger Park. In fact, I walked this off a little while ago. That's why I look a little sweaty. Exactly 425 feet from where I'm standing is Chief Meteorologist David Carnes. Where are you, pal?
Kubota Park, and I'm excited for you to take that 425 steps and come hang out with me up here where the view is amazing. This is the deepest part of the ballpark. It's a VIP area. A lot of folks are going to be up here in about an hour or so, and they will have a perfect view of the ball game, of the city of Chattanooga, just everything that this view has to offer. It is beautiful out here. We're in the Kubota building looking dead across. We have, I believe, Ben and Samantha, and they are hanging out as where they should be, near the concessions. Ben, Samantha, how's it going?
Yeah, David, we're keeping it warm for you, man. I've actually been checking some of the prices on the concession stands. Objectively, I think they're pretty reasonable.
And if you do come, bring your credit card because this is a cashless place.
Look at her. Prepared. Samantha Cassetto is always prepared. When the clipboard comes out, she's prepared. And we're talking a little bit about the lineup today. And I think I was listening to Rich Mazingo on the radio this morning. We were just chatting. I think it's 16 or 18 players are back from last year's roster, which is sort of unheard of when it comes to minor leagues, especially when guys just progressing. It shows you the Reds, if you will, how good they are. Like, a lot of guys are on the Reds roster right now. We're playing here in Chattanooga recently, but obviously a good lineup here today.
Exactly. You think about what we've seen just in the past couple of years, the Ellie De La Cruzes, Rhett Lauder, Chase Burns, who are all playing in the big leagues now. Sal Stewart from last year. I'm excited to see Cam Collier play today. I think he's going to have a breakout season and a breakout game tonight. That's what I'm predicting.
There you go. She predicted it. Another guy we're looking forward to seeing play is actually on the Montgomery Biscuits. Cooper Kinney, a Chattanooga native, Baylor school grad. How cool of a moment this has to be for him that he gets to come here and play in a double-A game. Nothing out of the normal, but it really is out of the normal because he gets to be a part of opening up a ballpark in his hometown here for the Biscuits. You know, I know we want the Lookies to win. We could be a little bit of a homer here, but I would love to see Cooper Kinney have himself a night tonight.
He can have a great game, and the Lookouts can get the win.
Yeah, exactly. We could have both things. So Samantha mentioned it. This is a cashless operation here tonight. So bring your credit cards, leave your cash at home. Parking 28th Street in Chestnut as the lots. And you know what? I know a lot of chatters about that, and we were just talking off camera. I'm hopeful for parking tonight because there's a lot of room out there. I think so.
Yeah, and also clear bag policy.
Always.
Very important.
And they're giving away free clear bags. So they're setting you up for success for the rest of the season. So if you come tonight with a clear bag, maybe you just say, you know what, I'm going to bring a Ziploc bag because I know I'm going to get a clear bag when I show up. So it's going to be a great night here at the ballpark. We saw BP head on a swivel for Ruben Ibarra out there. A couple hit the berm, a couple hit the Rock City bars. It's going to be a fun night.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're going to be here for the foreseeable future. They're going to have to drag us out of Erlanger Park tonight and this weekend, realistically the rest of the summer. So we'll have much more coming your way from opening day here at Erlanger Park.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
Good afternoon. We're glad you could join us. In 1 hour, the gates will open and fans will be welcomed into Chattanooga's newest stadium, Erlanger Park. We're glad you joined us again. I'm Cindy Sexton.
And I'm Latrice Curry. We have team coverage out there. We have you covered all over the stadium. But we are going to begin with David Carroll, who's out there. Hey, DC.
Latrice and Cindy, thank you so much. I got to tell you, people have been asking for the past couple of years, why build a new baseball park? You just built one in 2000. That's true, but I'm going to be very honest with you, as we always try to be on Local 3. That ballpark was built in a hurry, on the cheap. A lot of things went wrong. They just weren't done right. Here, oh my goodness, you got a great view from home plate without the sun in your eyes. You got a place for the kids to play. You got places to spread out and eat and run. There's some folks already there behind the gates getting ready to come in. They're going to have to wait a little while, and when you do come in, remember it's cashless, and you need to bring in clear bags to show what you got. Now, talking about what a big difference this ballpark is from the previous one, we went to an expert, one of the Lookouts, catcher Michael Troutwine, who played at AT&T Field last year and got his first look at Erlanger Park today. Here's what he told us.
I mean, it's huge. This place is unbelievable. It's awesome. Everything about it, the field, the stands, the clubhouse, everything, man. We're really excited to get out here and play at Erlanger this year.
And, you know, we take your requests here at Local 3. Ernie McCarson, good friend of mine, called me this morning and said, David, show us inside the locker room. Well, that's one of the big differences, and it's why Major League Baseball, the Cincinnati Reds, had asked, or frankly required, Chattanooga build a new baseball stadium. The behind-the-scenes facilities were just not up to par. And as you saw there, from the locker room all the way to the batting cages, the weight room, everything is Major League quality. Just like our forecaster, David Carnes, who's at the Kubota section, way out in deep center field for your Lookouts forecast.
That's great because I have no cash. So that's going to fit me perfectly. But the ballpark is fantastic. We just had a crowd that came up on a tour before the gates even opened, and they were so excited about the game tonight, about Erlanger Field, about just everything that this is bringing to the city. We are deep center field in the Kubota Pavilion, where VIPs will come up very shortly and begin to enjoy some food, some drinks, and just enjoy the game. We're also enjoying the weather. It feels wonderful. 85 degrees right now. Take a look, 84 in Cleveland. And you can tell by my hair, the wind is blowing out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. It is gusty outside, 20-mile-per-hour gusts. We're in the 70s still in Blue Ridge. Air quality good. It was a little degraded earlier today. And our tree pollens are in the, say it with me, very high category. It's not going anywhere. First pitch will be back down to 84 degrees by 7 o'clock. Biscuits are in town, and they are ready to welcome in the new stadium with the Lookouts and with you. Cutting the grass tomorrow, coming back to reality, 79 by noon and 86 by 4 p.m. We'll have a high tomorrow of 88 degrees. Look at that. 87 is the record high. We're going to break a record on Tuesday, tie the record on Thursday and Friday, and look at that nice cool down as we head into the weekend. That is the kind of weather we expect for opening day, and as the Lookouts play on Saturday and Sunday, they will definitely be enjoying the low 70s. Right now, we're going to head back inside to Cindy and Latrice, and guys, when y'all come out here for the first time, you will be blown away. They have done this so right.
Oh, they have. I was out earlier today. Beautiful place out there, yes.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
I'm going to hear that reopen in my sleep tonight, how many times we heard it. But it's just so exciting. And what it's exciting is here at Erlanger Park, the gates are almost open. You know, the workers are rolling around the park. It's starting to feel, if it didn't feel like a game day before now, it definitely is feeling like it now.
And the Lookouts have been so good to start the season. How could you not be excited on top of all the excitement with the debut of Erlanger Park?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're talking about a really good baseball team here and playing in a really good ballpark. And last week we were able to come out a bit early, get a sneak peek of the amenities here. And I said it when I started. I said, this is my first time here. I didn't really know what to expect. And if there was an expectation, it exceeded those expectations. Take a look. Admittedly, this is my first trip here. And on Tuesday, it'll be the public's first trip here. Erlanger Park, a new era of Lookouts baseball. And right when you walk in, it's really hard not to just turn right. Because when you turn right on the entrance, you get the whole view of Erlanger Park. And what a view it is. And if you get a little thirsty, which chances are you may, at the ballpark, the Rock City Bar's got you covered. 360, plenty of spots to get you something to drink. There's a picnic in the park, and then there's a picnic at Erlanger Park. Get a load of this. What a view for a baseball game. It's a little hot out there. And in case it does get hot, inevitably it will, the First Bank Club offers maybe the best seats in the house, right behind home plate. Let's be honest, now we're checking out the place everybody wants to see, the food hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, so many options. You don't feel like waiting in line? Grab and go section, right over there. And who says you can't honor the old with the new? The original Coca-Cola bottles from Engle Stadium. Keeping an eye on the new Erlanger Park, the Coca-Cola pattern shop. Not a bad view on the first base side. Whoa, didn't realize we were still doing this. As you could tell, it's easy to get comfortable out here in these cabanas. Who says you need to go to the beach or the pool to relax when you can come to the foot of Lookout Mountain and watch the Lookies play some ball? I'm sure you've seen a trend. The views here are fantastic. There may be no better view than center field. You get Lookout Mountain, you get home plate, you get everything Erlanger Park has to offer. We showed you the specialty sections. We showed you the suite level. Now we're general admission out here on the berm, sitting here in the grass, taking in a ball game how you were intended to. A new era of Chattanooga Lookouts baseball starts now. Hope you're prepared for it because, I came back and I still wanted to find out more about what was going on around here. Something else of note, Plainview does the digital marketing here. All the digital boards you see, it's a locally run company. They've done all the digital boards here at Erlanger Park. They've done it over at Fort Finley as well for the CFC and obviously the Chattanooga Mocs football team. So I think that's what's great about this ballpark. And we were talking about it this morning with Paul Shaheen, the little nuggets of local history and locally used things in this ballpark.
Yeah, no, it's great the way that they've been able to integrate the Chattanooga history inside here.
And I have to ask you, Samantha, while I have you, you're a baseball gal through and through.
Yeah.
Where does this ballpark rank for you? How impressed with you of this are you?
It's amazing, especially it's one of the best, if not, it is the best minor league park around.
From the baseball gal herself, it's excellent. It really is. And we hope you come out and enjoy it. If not, we'll be here all summer. Got our man Dan back here. He's running around. Great shirt on, too. We're going to be here all night. Like we said earlier, they're going to have to drag us out of here. So we'll have much more coming your way from opening day at Erlanger Park after the break.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
Right in front of the berm, you see these fans? There they are. They're among the first fans who are here to see the minor league baseball game tonight between the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Montgomery Biscuits. Now, we were talking earlier about the reasons for building Erlanger Park. One of the reasons was that a lot of fans were very unhappy with the sun in their eyes sitting behind home plate at AT&T Field. Well, right now, I'm facing home plate, and I need that. But again, I'm not sitting behind home plate right now. So for you folks who may be seated along the right field line, bring your shades. We have some other great things to tell you about, too. That berm I was referring to, what a great place for kids. You can roll around. I got a home run ball there during batting practice, so another one of the great added attractions of Erlanger Park. Now, this field in many ways was inspired by what's happening with minor league baseball in Birmingham, Alabama. Leah Bowling brings us their story.
Sometimes all it takes is one pitch, a new stadium, and a new place, and the endless potential that comes with it. In Chattanooga, leaders are hoping Erlanger Park sparks something bigger than itself. But we've seen this play before. Back in 2013, this area around Regions Field here in Birmingham wasn't exactly booming, but business owners took a chance, and now it's a whole new ballgame. 13 years after Regions Field opened in the Parkside district of downtown Birmingham, the streets are filled with restaurants, businesses, and apartments.
It has changed the game incredibly for downtown Birmingham. Regions Field opening downtown brought 600,000 people a year to downtown that were not coming probably before that.
Good People Brewing Company, which is just steps away from the stadium, took a chance early on before the crowds came and has had a front row seat watching development of the area.
There was nothing here. It really, literally was not a lot. I mean, the densities come in the last 5 years probably. But even along those early years, you get to enjoy being the only person here, right? So the community supports you, and they're going to support you.
Red Mountain Theater moved to this area in 2021.
And we looked around for several years. We actually bought 3 different properties before we settled on this one. And really, everything works out like it's supposed to. This is the perfect spot for us. Parkside has been growing rapidly around us.
With growth over the years, the area offers more than baseball, drawing a diverse crowd.
To them, and you kind of get a melting pot of different types of people from different areas of the city who converge, which is really, especially from an artistic perspective, that's so beautiful to us.
And that growth isn't slowing down.
We count that over $500 million of new investment and development happened as a result of Railroad Park and Regions Field happening.
If baseball isn't your game, new spots continue to pop up. Like the arcade bar Uptown, which opened just 1 year ago.
You got to give the people a reason to go somewhere, and then everything else will fall into place. You know, if you have one cool thing, then a bunch of other, people are going to say, oh, we want to be a part of that cool area too, and we want to add and contribute to it.
For those making the trip from the Magic City to the Scenic City, the skyline is about to change, with Erlanger Park front and center as they enter.
What you used to see was U.S. Pipe and Foundry, but now you're going to see this beautiful ball field, hopefully with the lights on and a lot of people active and things going on, and it's going to become a whole new defining calling card for the city of Chattanooga.
Birmingham hit a home run, and now Chattanooga's stepping up to the plate. I'm Leah Bowling, Local 3 News.
So true, Leah. Chattanooga really has stepped up to the plate. And as a matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, I have walked this stadium area about 3 times over now. I'm going to take a seat just for a minute because I need to sit down. But also, I want to show you something here. They have great places to dine while you're at the game. In fact, they have 13 different menus here. You can just scan the menu. And I have learned they have not just hot dogs and tortillas. They have po' boys, wings, gelato, quesadillas, giant pretzels, funnel cakes. This is not your parents' Lookout Stadium, believe me. And there's my friend Jack. Hello, Jack. Wave at all the fans. Jack, he says, welcome to the stadium. He is shining up these seats. What's your name, sir? John. John is up here also. They are making sure that every seat, which will be filled tonight, is clean just for you. Right now, back to Kubota, way up high in center field with David Carnes.
DC, just save me some wings and maybe a po' boy. Maybe. I'm getting pretty hungry, but we are up in the Kubota of Chattanooga Club in moments, probably 45 minutes from now. We're going to have a lot of folks up getting what I think is probably the best view in the house. We are deep, deep, deep center field, and you can see all of the action, the beautiful skyline of Chattanooga. It is gorgeous, especially on a beautiful day like this.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
We are back. Local 3 News at 5. Thank you for watching this afternoon. We are 2 hours from first pitch. The Montgomery Biscuits at the Chattanooga Lookouts, and we are right here in the Powerhouse, the old Wheeling Powerhouse, one of many places that have been reworked for your comfort. Sit down and enjoy a meal here. You've got a great view as I'm standing here right down the third base line. The left fielder's back to me. The Biscuits are taking batting practice as we speak. It's a glorious day in Chattanooga. We could not have asked for better weather for the very first game at Erlanger Park. Later this hour on Local 3 News at 5, we will be talking with Wanda, the program lady. Yeah, the most famous person who works at Erlanger Park. She's as famous as, well, some of the big leaguers. That's all coming up this hour right here on Local 3 News at 5. Let's go back to you. AT&T Field was home of the Chattanooga Lookouts for more than a quarter century, but now a new home, open for the first time. Drive down Broad Street and you'll find Erlanger Park, opening in just about 30 minutes for the first time. The old Wheeling Foundry site getting a total makeover.
What we want to do is give a nod to the people who are here for years and years and what they have meant to our city.
It hurts. It really does. It hurts. I hope people know the history of the place.
Seeing my workplace being transformed like this, it's going to be kind of weird.
Pieces of history scattered throughout the stadium, paying homage to what came first. We'll go inside and show you some of the most historic parts and all there is to enjoy on this special edition of Local 3 News at 5.
Is something that meant a lot to the city of Chattanooga but sat abandoned for years today is getting a new life. We're glad you are joining us for this special edition of Local 3 News. I'm Cindy Sexton.
And I'm Greg Glover. Our team is joining us live, bringing you everything from inside the stadium. We're just half an hour away from the gates being opened and in 2 hours until first pitch there.
And here is a look at our team all around. We have Ben Bobick and Samantha Cassano, David Carnes, Sierra Rucker, there they all are, and David Carroll. Let's start with David Carroll in the EPB Powerhouse, one of the places with the most history out there. David.
We are back. 2 years in the actual construction, but more than a decade in the making. Erlanger Park officially opens today. As I survey the field, I see the berm already filled with folks, and in about a half hour, we're going to see a lot of people in the stands, too. It's a sold-out game, a full schedule of games coming up this week through Sunday, including fireworks after the game tonight, Thursday night, and Friday night. On Sunday, kids run the bases. So many of the great promotions you've become accustomed to at AT&T Field will happen right here at Erlanger Park, just on a bigger level. More seating, more parking, it's more accessible. It has the feel of a major league stadium with the accompaniment of these old buildings that are historic in Chattanooga. This powerhouse that I'm standing in dates back to 1882. That's 144 years, and now you can enjoy seating and great food. The shed nearby, built in 1885, it's now the team store. So many great attractions here and places for the kids to play and roam. That's just the beginning. We have more of our tour of Erlanger Park coming up. First, let's hear from Sierra Rucker.
Are finally ramping up, as they mentioned that those doors are going to be opening anytime soon now, around 5:30, and you can see the players, the Montgomery Biscuits, they were out there on the field behind me getting those swings in. They're practicing now. Our Chattanooga Lookouts, they were practicing on this field all day, and they went in and they're taking a little break right now, and they're just getting ready for the big first pitch that's going to be happening at 7. Now that popcorn smell is in the air, the sun is out, but it's really good because the developers, they really took into account that sun you see that's beaming on my face. That's because I'm looking directly into it, but when you are facing the field, the shade is perfect, especially what fans were begging the developers for. And let's take another look at the Montgomery Biscuits. They're out here just getting ready to take on the Chattanooga Lookouts. You can ask for a better day weather-wise, especially because even though it's hot, you can prepare yourself before you come in. You can stay hydrated. Remember, stay hydrated when you're here at Erlanger Park. You can do that by using a debit or credit card. Remember, this is a cashless stadium here, but the experiences that you can have here at Erlanger Park, it's definitely something that's going to take all night to come and try out. So it's good that they're going to be opening the doors a little bit earlier before first pitch actually takes off, so you can take your time and really take in what the stadium has to offer. And speaking of what the stadium has to offer, let's hand it over to meteorologist David Carnes to see what the weather has in store for us.
Yeah, really, really nice. I mean, it's warm, but it is so beautiful out here at Erlanger Park. And I'll tell you, I think somebody mentioned this maybe on air during this broadcast, but they were saying, comparing Erlanger Park to a major league stadium on a smaller scale. And it is exactly, I mean, you look around, it is fantastic, but it's so accessible. That is what I love about it. We are here at the Kubota Chattanooga Club, one of the VIP areas in deep center field, and just you can see behind me, the view is absolutely insane, but the views everywhere are insane. Whether you're on the grass berm, you're in one of the clubhouses, you're in a seat, you're going to have a good time. 86 degrees right now in Chattanooga, 84 in Cleveland, 83 degrees in Murphy, winds out of the south at 9 miles per hour. A lot of pollen in the air, but we're going to see temperatures falling down into the 50s tonight, near record highs the rest of the week, and then we'll see some cooling over the weekend. I'm going to have your complete forecast coming up in just a few moments. Right now, let's go into the cool AC of the Local 3 studios with Cindy.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
It's time for baseball in about an hour and 45 minutes. The Montgomery Biscuits at the Chattanooga Lookouts at New Erlanger Park. If I only knew where to get a program, where could I get a program? What would you say?
Program right here. Not 25 cents, free. Free for your program, free.
Oh, they'll be coming in now. You all know her, you all love her. This is the program lady, Wanda Goins. She has been with the Lookouts, may I tell them, since 1990. It's true. Wanda, while you and I are talking, they're going to show some pictures. I've been collecting pictures of you and me, our selfies that I've made with my sons, going all the way back to those years.
Right.
We've had a good ride together, haven't we?
We sure have. We're going to keep on riding.
And this is your first game at this park, just like everybody else. What do you think about it?
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Nervous, but it's beautiful.
And are you still going to be giving out hugs and posing for selfies?
Yes, yes.
At no charge. You know, I used to have to give her 25 little cents for a program. Now the programs are free. You just, what do you do, scan that?
Scan your program right here. Not 25 cents, free. Free for your program, free.
This is an exclusive. You're not seeing her on anywhere else. Wanda is the Lookouts program lady, and I don't know why I'm using this microphone. You can hear Wanda from miles around. Wanda, we love you. The city loves you. The Lookouts love you, and I'm so glad you're still here, along with Larry Ward and others. He's on the radio, and tonight I'll be on with Larry on 98.1 during the second and third innings. The great Lookouts tradition continues. I'm going to let you go back to work.
Thank you.
Love you, Wanda.
Love you, too.
All right. Let's go back to the station.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
Welcome back to our special edition of our live coverage of opening day here at Erlanger Park for the Chattanooga Lookouts. And I'm telling you, it has been quite the experience so far, from the weather to all of the workers and the fans coming in. It's quite the environment. And if you are going to be coming out tonight, there are plenty of things you need to keep in mind before you do head out. This is a cashless environment, so bring your cards, have your digital tickets ready to go, and also clear bag policy is also going to be intact. But there's also something you need to know, on your way here, and that's going to be parking. A lot of people are going to be heading here to Erlanger Park, so it's bound to be congested. So keep this map in mind whenever you are going to be heading your way here. You can see there that Chestnut Street parking lot entrance, and then there's also a 28th Street parking lot entrance as well. You can see where that VIP parking lot is kind of centered right there across where you can see Broad Street and Sydney Street right there as well. So keep that in mind. And we're also going to take a look at a view from up in the sky that we were able to have this morning. It's quite the scene. The sun was coming up. The anticipation is just settling in. And as the minutes and hours go by along the day, from that video you see right there, up until now, a lot has happened. There has been all hands on deck here running around Erlanger Park, just getting everything ready. So that's a view up from the sky. And I'm take you back here on the ground, because I visited Erlanger Park, I would say about last week, and I was able to take a tour around the spot, and I'm telling you, the experience, what they're going for here, it's almost like Major League.
So, we're trying to provide that Major League experience right here in Chattanooga.
And that's exactly what you'll see at Erlanger Park, starting with the views and the different options you have for seating.
We have so many cool spaces like this. So this is the bullpen terrace. We have swivelly chairs, and you can come in $14. That's it. $9, you can go sit on the berm. You can go over here, it's our Rock City barn. Then we have season tickets, we've got group spaces. You can get season tickets at the First Bank Club, which allows you access into that really nice air-conditioned space over there with a buffet.
And no more squinting. Developers heard you, specially designing the stadium so fans aren't fighting with the sun.
That was one of the first things we looked at. The shade will cover most of that line in the summer. It's going to set behind Lookout Mountain, giving us a ton of shade. And then out here, we also have some shaded options. Over that way, we have cabanas, which have roofs that can cantilever closed for shade.
There's also the Little Debbie Berm, a nice grassy area where fans can lay out with a blanket, located right next to the new Kids Zone area. And Rock City Barn, a bar offering drinks, couch seating, foosball, and good views.
There's so many unique things. I think the food hall is going to be something really cool. So we have food everywhere. We have these food carts, everything from quesadillas to sausage, and of course, hot dogs.
And you'll notice Chattanooga's rich history as part of the park.
I mean, we have buildings from 1936 and 1885 in this ballpark. So especially, I know a lot of Chattanooga, they had family members who worked at the foundry. and now we honor that history.
And it's not just baseball. The park will also double as an event space and public park.
From 9 to 5, you can come up off the Riverwalk, which we're really excited for. You can get your steps in. You can come have a picnic lunch. You know, again, not just baseball, but the baseball experience is going to be top notch.
And that was just a look at, a few days ago. You guys need to come out here around 5:30. First pitch is at 7, so you guys can see how it is going to go. Oh my goodness. Louie! You almost scared me. No, it was good seeing you. It was good seeing you, Louie. Hey, he just brought some good luck. See, you know what? That's a good sign for tonight whenever our Chattanooga Lookouts are going to be taking on the Montgomery Biscuits. So I'm going to send it over to our meteorologist, David Carnes, to see what we can expecting weather-wise when you guys come on out. David.
Yeah, Sierra, that's a cool thing about this park. A lot of great interactions. Louie, we're standing up in the Kubota Chattanooga Club, and we're right center field, and so all of the outfielders are right down here. As a matter of fact, one of them caught a ball. We yelled at them in a nice way, saying, okay, whatever, and they threw us the ball. Now, I was in position to catch the ball, but our photographer, Marcus, jumped right in front of me and caught it himself. So I wish I could say this is my ball, but it's not. It's yours, Marcus. Enjoy it. It is. I'm totally kidding. It is great to have the interactions that you can have here. Again, Sierra, you said it. It's a major league park on a smaller scale, and they have done such a great job with it. Weather-wise, looking great tonight, guys. We're going to have that warm weather, baseball-feeling weather. We have this blocking high that's continuing to settle over us, continuing to keep us warm and dry. We're going to have those near-record highs continuing as we move through the rest of the week, but cooler weather is on the way. I've got a good friend that's right outside the gate waiting to get in right now. Gates are opening at 5:30 in about 8 minutes, so still a seat if you want to try. I think the game is sold out, but my goodness, one day this week, try to make it a point to come out here and enjoy this ballpark. It is amazing. We'll take a quick break. More Local 3 News at 5:30 right after this.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
Welcome back. Hey, I got to tell you a quick story. It's about a minute and a half till gates open. Let me tell you my opening day story of Erlanger Park.
Okay.
Sierra, I was on the elevator about 2 hours ago, just before we came on the air, going up to see the radio voice of the Lookouts, got to the 4th floor, and for about 30 seconds it didn't open. And I'm thinking, well, that's an opening day memory.
Yes, it definitely is. Hopefully that's not setting the tone for the rest of the day, because everything else has been going good so far, David.
True. And eventually it opened. But I thought, that's not the story I want to tell today. But I told it anyway. Because from there on, it's been all good. And sure enough, look behind us.
Yeah, speaking of opening doors, we know that these doors are definitely going to be opening on time. And you can see those fans just waiting for those ropes to go back and for them to just rush through here. It looks like they have some clear bags for them up for grabs when they come through as well. So I know they're going to snag one of those, David.
You know they will. I've got to find out if Wanda's ready. Hey, Wanda, are you ready? Yeah. All right, Wanda's ready. That means the crowd can come in, and we're getting a few folks starting to go through the doors. You know, they're doing the security checks, as you see, which is always a wise move. And a reminder for those of you coming, whenever you come, it's clear bags. It's a cashless environment here, so don't be bringing dollar bills. You can buy anything you want with a card.
I know, and I know people are used to having, so many things in a bag, and if you do have to stuff your pockets, that's really good if you're getting here early in line, because you're able to get actually one of those free Erlanger Park clear bags up for grabs as well. And I just can't wait, David, for whenever these fans actually come in here. I feel like we're going to have to step to the side, because that excitement and that anticipation, it may be a little bit overwhelming for them. I think we may be in the way.
Well, we've waited for a long time, haven't we, Chattanooga? There was all that talk, all the controversy about whether or not the Lookouts should build a new stadium. Actually, they sort of had to for Major League Baseball to remain in Chattanooga, and they did it right this time, folks. We won't be coming back here in another 20 years to build a new stadium, because this time it's big enough. It has all the amenities and all the facilities that are needed and required by Major League Baseball. And once you see it, you'll say, I feel like I'm in Atlanta. It's a little smaller, but it's here.
All right, looks like we just got the 5:30 mark, and I'm hearing wooing and cheering, and so hopefully purple. Oh, look, we have our first few fans coming through that front door there, those gates.
That is wonderful. Hey, how do you guys feel about being among the first fans?
We are the first.
You are the, congratulations.
We've been here since 11:30.
Well, what's your name?
Jack Sharpless.
Jack, enjoy the game.
I will.
All right.
We actually spoke to them a little bit earlier, David, and like you mentioned, they've been out here since 11, so I'm sure that they're happy to finally be in here and see what the new Erlanger Park has to offer.
Well, I'm going to get my shades on and relax a little bit because we're ready to send it back to the studio, but we will be continuing our coverage of opening day at Erlanger Park in just a moment here on Local 3 News at 5:30.
But yes, it's a big deal.
And we're here at home plate at Erlanger Park opening day, and we have a special guest. And that guest is Mayor Tim Kelly, who is throwing out the first pitch tonight. Or any early nerves? How we feel? How's the arm?
I play, goalkeeper on Sundays against college students, so that's nerves, but I still do that, and so I think I'll be all right.
But
yeah,
he's good. We're going to warm him up anyway as we get this thing going. Mayor Kelly, this is just such an awesome day. They talk about Chamber of Commerce days.
Sure, this is
I
it.
think this has to be it in its full entirety.
Yeah.
Where does this, we talked a little bit just now, where does this rank for you on days as a Chattanoogan? How proud are you to be here at this opening day?
I mean, it's all a little surreal, honestly, but it's got to be at or near the top, right? I mean,
and you said you have been there, Angle Stadium, AT&T Field here. Each one offers a little bit of its own, right?
Yeah.
What is something that makes you proud of this ballpark that's unique?
Well, that it's such an incredible park on its own merits, but I mean, look around, it's also a celebration of Chattanooga's history, and to have it be here and transform from kind of a rusty old eyesore into something we can all be proud of as Chattanoogans, that's a very big deal.
Absolutely, man. And you played a little ball here, so like you mentioned, you were a goalkeeper on Sunday. When you think about some of your favorite memories as a Lookouts fan, what are some things that come to mind on a day like today?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be an old tired one, but watching Michael Jordan play when he was with Birmingham. But honestly, just taking my boys when they were small and getting them haircuts on the third baseline and drinking a beer and laughing and having fun. I mean, that's what baseball's all about, and at least as a fan. So those are my favorite memories.
It's a long journey to get here. Were there ever those moments during your time as mayor that you think this wasn't able to happen?
Oh,
was there ever a time where you're like, hey man, like we might have to scrap it, and then knowing that you guys were able to power through that and get to this point?
Well, look, this project was sitting on my desk when I came in as mayor. It was one of those things that was going to be really hard to do, and frankly, the folks that came before were not willing to take it on. So yeah, I mean, both then and during the process, there were many times when we were worried that it just wasn't going to work. But I mean, to the credit of everybody that's worked on it, it's come in on time and on budget, and it's pretty amazing.
On time is big. I have to call myself out. I was a doubter when this started. I'm like, there's no way we're playing ball in 2026.
I will confess to being nervous. Yeah. Well, here we are.
And then obviously you're in your second term as mayor, and you still have a long way to go. But when and it's still early to talk about legacy, right? But when you talk about your mayoral legacy here in Chattanooga, how much do you want this to be a part of that?
Well, I don't think about it that way. I mean, I just think about doing the hard things that need to be done, and this was the first one that was on my desk. So I'm glad to check it off and move on. But it's it's not the only one. It won't be the last one. But I mean, it's something that I'm really proud of, and we should all be proud of as Chattanoogans.
I feel like the gates are just opening up now, and I got the chills talking about these Chattanoogans coming in here, seeing this for the first time, walking around. How excited are you to see people's faces on a day like today?
Very.
To do this?
I mean, everybody that has been here thus far, looked around, has just been blown away, and so that's going to be a really cool thing. Just watching people's faces for the first time. That's really going to be something.
Now listen, I mean it's tough to simulate. We're warming up here, man. But how do you feel that you could calm those nerves when they announce you up there to go to the mound here to take the ball? The very first pitch at Erlanger Park. You only get to do it. There's only one time you can do it, man.
I'm no stranger to pressure, so I'll feel it, but I think I'll be all right. Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, this has been an honor. This has been just an awesome chance to get to do this. And listen, man, we appreciate you and everything that you have to offer here for the city of Chattanooga. I've been here 8 years. One of my first trips here to Chattanooga was AT&T Field. It was with Paul Shaheen when I was doing my interview, and it was such a big deal for me to immerse myself in that culture, and it felt home to me. It's been home ever since, and to be here is special for us. And when you think about this sort of day and everything that comes along with it, just how proud is Chattanooga on a day like today?
Very. I mean, it's you're trying to make me well up, but it's a big deal. It's been a lot of hard work by a lot of people, and that spirit of community that you felt here is no stranger to anybody that's ever come to Chattanooga. And so, to the extent that this is kind of an expression of that and a cherry on top of the last 2 years, it's fantastic.
Mr. Mayor, it's an honor.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate he's warmed up. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere because we're waiting around until first pitch. We said we're going to have to drag us out of Erlanger Park this week.
You've got plenty of time left and plenty of beer to drink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, off camera though, obviously.
Off
not on. Listen, we'll be right back. We're going to send it back to the studio here from Erlanger Park.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
Welcome back. Opening day at the new Lookouts Erlanger Park. And all of us feel like we have a piece of this. As Chattanooga area residents and baseball fans, we've all invested a lot into the Lookouts, but perhaps not as much as Erlanger, the namesake of this park. And we have the president and CEO, Jim Coleman, come right over here. Jim and I have sort of been competing in a contest over who's got the most attractive Lookouts merch, and I'm going to give it to you. I love that jersey.
Oh, thank you. I worked hard for this.
I'm sure you did. This has to feel good to you, Jim, because I know you've been monitoring the progress of the construction for the past 21 months, but now there are people here. Tell me what it's like for you.
It's incredible. Coming here from when it was just a hole in the ground to looking at it a few weeks ago, and now to see the people filtering in from all over the place, it's just an incredible experience.
And you were among those people here when construction started in July of 2024. That was 21 months ago, and there were people, I'll admit I'm one of them, who said, I don't think they can get this done by opening day 2026. They did it.
They did it, and they did it ahead of schedule and under budget.
They did.
So it's pretty incredible.
Any particular part of the stadium that is your favorite as far as whether it be a place to dine or a place to watch the game?
Actually, we've walked around the stadium many times, and there's not a bad seat in the stadium. I mean, you got great views and different perspectives, and we're looking forward to it at Erlanger as also a way to meet people in their space where they're having fun, to bring healthcare ideas, do screenings, etc. So it's a great place for us to experiment and get out in the community and deliver healthcare where people are.
And the good news about that is, unlike the previous park, you have room to do that here.
Absolutely. Plenty of room. Yeah.
And that was one of my criticisms of the previous park. And, of course, Major League Baseball mandated that the Lookouts build a new stadium. But there's room for the kids to run around. There's room for families to gather. There's room just to have gatherings, reunions, birthday parties. You can do it all here.
Yeah, you can. We've got facilities for first aid, places for the kids to play. It's just an incredible park that I think will be used year-round.
No doubt about it. Well, Jim Coleman, thanks to you and everybody at Erlanger for your investment, and you're going to shine in that jersey tonight.
Thank you, David.
All right. And keep in mind, we know many of you can't be here on opening night. There's only so much space, but they're here all this week. Fireworks tonight, Thursday night and Friday night. They're here through Sunday when the kids can run the bases. And then we have a full season to look forward to. David Carnes has your forecast.
Yeah, DC, it is the absolute perfect weather for the first night of baseball at Erlanger Park. We are at the Kubota of Chattanooga Club, directly across from center field. I hope you can see it behind me, Lookout Mountain. Just the best view of the park from my vantage point. There are going to be, and we're already starting to see some people filtering up here. We'll start to see more as the evening goes on and we get closer to 7 o'clock. The sun is going to be going down. It sets after 8 p.m. though, so it is going to be warm as folks come up here initially. Let's take a look at our forecast. Start with our headlines. We still have this blocking high in place that is keeping us warm. It's the reason we have the warm weather. It's the reason we're not going to get much in the way of rainfall until maybe on Sunday. But behind that, we will have much cooler weather moving in. A lot of excitement on the folks that are coming in. It was exciting just to see the first visitors to Erlanger Park coming in as they open the gates, and people are streaming in right now, getting for that 7 o'clock first pitch. Right now, Samantha Casano is hanging out somewhere near or on the field, close to where the action is going to be. Samantha, take it away.
Hey, David. Yeah, we're on the third base side right now as the Lookouts are just about 90 minutes away from first pitch, opening up this series in Erlanger Park against Cooper Kinney and the Montgomery Biscuits. And these Lookouts have been rolling 8-1 to start the season. They already have a series win over the Columbus Clingstones. They took 5 out of 6 from the Birmingham Barons. Now they're welcoming in a 3-5 Biscuits squad. And not only is Chattanooga 8-1 heading into the season, they also lead the league in several categories: runs, hits, RBI, average. They have the second highest OBP. But they're also tied for the second fewest home runs, so they're not necessarily relying on the long ball. They've already had several come from behind wins already this season, and they're facing a Biscuits team that has been struggling a little bit. They have the most strikeouts in the Southern League, and the Lookouts have also been pitching fantastic. They have the lowest ERA. They've given up the fewest runs, and they have the second fewest hits. So one thing that's going to be really important, watching out for the Biscuits' stolen bases. They have 28 compared to the Lookouts' 14 on this season. And we have several prospects that we're looking out for. The Reds' number 5 prospect, Cam Collier, looking to break out of a little slump that he's in the midst of right now. But we're also keeping an eye on the other dugout. Baylor grad Cooper Kinney, a former first-round compensation pick for the Tampa Bay Rays, going to be opening up this park. A full circle moment for the kid who grew up right down the road. So we are excited to see this game. Hopefully we get to see the Lookouts win. First pitch tonight at 7 o'clock, the debut of Erlanger Park. We can't wait, and we'll be right back.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
Welcome back to our special coverage of opening day here at Erlanger Park. Now, you guys missed the big rush of people that actually came through those gates. That was at 5:30 whenever they first opened up. I think that another big rush is going to be coming. The closer and closer we get to 7 o'clock, that's when the first pitch will take off. Now, I have been here for a few hours now, and we've actually had crews here all morning long checking it out, but we're finally able to start seeing some fans and some first reactions of this new Erlanger Park. The line for the merch store right now, it's pretty long. So if you're preparing to come in a little bit and you wanted to stop in there, maybe just put that on the back end of your list, because there is just so much to experience here at Erlanger Park. Now, again, people are going to be coming in behind me, and the infamous Miss Wanda is going to be out front as well, having a QR code for you guys to scan up when you get here. Now, keep this in mind when you do get here. This is cashless. Make sure you have your debit, your credit card, and this is a clear bag policy. It is also going to be enforced, and there's plenty more to come for you all to know, and that's going to be coming up. Local 3 News at 6 starts right now.
You know, we're excited for what this means for the team. We're excited for what it means for the fans who will be here, and we're excited for what it means for all of Chattanooga.
For the first time, Erlanger Park welcoming fans inside for all the excitement, showing that years of work is definitely worth it.
I think it's just the state of the art. You can come to this ballpark 8 different times and experience it 8 different ways.
4 years after it was first announced, the Lookouts have moved from Hawk Hill to a new home on Chattanooga's south side. And in just over an hour, the new look Lookouts take the field in front of their fans for the first time in 2026.
I'm so excited about this baseball stadium in our district, so let's get it built and let's play ball.
Local 3 News is your guide for all the opening day excitement. This special edition starts now.
This is a special edition of Local 3 News, live from the Lookouts' new home, Erlanger Park.
Good evening. We're 1 hour away from the first pitch at the new stadium. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Local 3 News. I'm Cindy Sexton.
And I'm Greg Glover. Our Local 3 team, at least some piece of it here and there, has been out at the park since 4:30 a.m., taking you inside that stadium and looking ahead to tonight's big game.
And now they are scattered throughout the stadium. We have Sierra Rucker, Ben Bobick, Samantha Casano, David Carnes, and our own David Carroll.
Plus the crew that gets them on camera and makes everything work and all that. We want to check in with David first. About 30 minutes ago, the gates opened. What can you tell us about what's been going on out there?
It's sheer joy. I got to tell you, so many smiling faces here. I'm standing right near the berm. These are very appropriately priced tickets, the lowest priced tickets in the stadium, and you get to spread out on a blanket, enjoy the scenery, perhaps catch a home run ball, as I almost did during batting practice, and then spreading on all over this way. You've got the Kubota, you've got all these folks lined up along the railing there, just taking it all in before first pitch. And I was thinking, before I got here, the last time I was at a Lookouts stadium opener was 2000. That's when Bell South Park, later AT&T Field, opened. I did not make the first opening for Lookout Stadium in 1931. That was Ingle Stadium. But I'm here now, along with 8,000 of our dearest friends who are ready for the first pitch at 7 o'clock and the crack of the bat just moments after. Many people have asked, how did we get here? What did it take to make this day happen? Madison Sims takes a closer look at the timeline.
It's a project nearly a decade in the making. And now, the Chattanooga Lookouts can finally welcome visitors to their new home.
I have been in sites all over the planet, and I've heard all the descriptions: outstanding, great, phenomenal. This place is unbelievable.
But before Erlanger Park became a reality, it was an idea that started in 2017 with managing owner of the Lookouts, Jason Fryer. Fryer told Local 3 the Lookouts' previous stadium at AT&T Park was, quote, cheaply built and had design mistakes. And it wasn't just the aesthetic flaws that spurred the idea. The problems with the stadium put the city at risk of losing the team altogether.
We got a reprieve from Major League Baseball where they said they would take away the Major League affiliation if we did not have a suitable facility.
Fryer and local officials got to work on the idea, but the plan remained dormant for several years. And in the summer of 2022, Fryer returned with an exciting message.
Believe that we have the right plan or on the right path, that we will be throwing out a first pitch here in April of 2025.
The Lookouts were getting a new stadium, and it wouldn't be just any venue, but the historic Wheeland Foundry. And while the decision was heavily supported,
I'm really excited about this. If you can't tell, and the reason I am is because you got the right people to finally develop something that's been an eyesore.
It also came with some opposition.
I think there's a reason that if you just go talk to people on the street corner, you'll find overwhelming opposition to the project. And it's not because we don't want a new stadium for the Lookouts, it's because the whole deal, the entirety of the ask, is taxpayer money.
The Chattanooga City Council and Hamilton County Commission approved the project in August of 2022. And 2 years later, ground broke on Chattanooga's newest multi-use venue.
What I saw is an enormous opportunity to catalyze a section of the city that has really largely been forgotten for many, many decades.
And now, after nearly 2 years of construction, Erlanger Park is ready to play ball.
I mean, when you get to walk into this building and see what they've done, see what the designers have done, and see what the community's really focused on and been around, it's been amazing.
How about that? Is quite a story of how we got to this point today. And as the music plays and the fans get ready, I just want to again comment on what a great day this is for families. I'm seeing so many moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas bringing the little ones here. I've got a couple of new friends, Truett and Lenora. Are you excited about your first game here at Erlanger Park?
Yes.
All right. Are you looking forward to watching the game?
Yes.
It's going to be great. Would you like a free baseball?
Yes, please.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story. I was out here a little earlier, and one of the players hit this right where you're standing, and we got this ball. You can see the smudge mark from the bat right there. So if I give this to you, Truett, will you share it with Lenora from time to time? You have a ball that was hit the first day at Erlanger Park. Congratulations. Hope you enjoy it. Y'all have a good time tonight.
Thank you.
Have a little fun on the berm here as well, okay? Truett, Lenora, my new friends. David Carnes, if I get another baseball, I'm giving it to you.
Yeah. Thank you, but don't tell Marcus. He's listening. He's listening. Hey, you had a great fan there. I've got some great fans here. I love this. We've got John, we've got Skylar, and little Lottie. Lottie's going to make it through the whole game. So you wanted to come out here. You wanted to celebrate. Everybody in Chattanooga did. Why did you want to come be part of this tonight?
I just think it's really cool for the community. We've got a lot of, I've always driven past this area. It seemed kind of dead, and now there's some life injected into it. So it's just a pretty cool place to bring my new daughter, my wife, and just come hang out.
It is awesome that now this is what people will see when they come into Chattanooga, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I work at Erlanger, so it's great to see us be part of this whole journey and be part of the Lookout's new legacy here. And so we're just excited and glad to be part of it, and excited to be out here with Lottie on a beautiful night.
And Lottie's having a blast. She's going to make it. She's going to make it. Yep. Guys, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Enjoy the game tonight. Weather's looking great, guys. It is warm, but who cares? A nice breeze is blowing, takes the edge off. It's 86 right now in Chattanooga. That is 1 degree shy of the record. 83 in Dalton, 82 in Cleveland. 86, that was our high. Again, 1 degree shy of that 87-degree record. And the baseball game is going to be 84 degrees for first pitch, 7 o'clock. So come on out. We are going to see the warm weather sticking around until Sunday. Then we have a big cool down. We'll have details on that coming up in your full forecast. We're live out of beautiful Erlanger Park. Got people coming out on the field, people streaming into the stands. It's an exciting night in Chattanooga.
Back to Erlanger Field we go, and that is a wide shot from way out in left field somewhere, but we're told the mayor may be making remarks just ahead of him getting to throw out the first pitch. He said he's been in pressure situations before. He plays goalie with a bunch of college kids, so that's pressure, but trying to throw that ball into the catcher's mitt and not dribble it there to get the bad reaction from the crowd, that's pressure.
Yes, and we are just looking at what's going on right now on the field. Not sure I can hear much of anything, Greg. How about you?
No, we're taking more and more pictures of big crowds lining the outer edge of the infield there. Certainly, they have some significance, but on the big board, you can see the message to everyone who's out there today, whether you're in a skybox or on a berm, it is welcome to Erlanger Park. No one's on the mound now. I wonder if the mayor has already thrown his pitch.
We're awfully close. Yeah. Well, we're still a bit away from the first pitch.
The official, yes, in the game. But we have a crew out there. We have multiple crews. We've been out there since 4:30 a.m., less than an hour away now from the actual ball game at Erlanger Park. It's opening night.
And we will head back to the ballpark where our team has been covering this historic day when Local 3 News returns.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
We are less than an hour away from that first opening pitch. Is going to be taken off here at 7. And look behind me. I'm sitting right in front of the gates now at 5:30 when those gate doors finally did open. Oh, the crowd, they were rushing through here. You can see the staff. They were handing out those clear bags because remember, the clear bag policy is intact here whenever you are visiting Erlanger Park. But hey, I'm expecting another rush here in the next few minutes as we creep a little bit closer to 7. Now, the good thing about that is them opening the doors so early before that first pitch is fans, they really get to experience and take in this new park and what all it has to offer. I mean, I've just been standing here. I've just been seeing fans walking around this 360-degree design stadium and just checking every new thing that they have there, from the kids zones, from the Little Debbie Burn to the barn, the bar that they have, and all the games. And you just have to come experience it for yourself. Now, our crew, they were out here since 4:30, I believe, this morning. So before the sun even came up, our team, they were out here giving the coverage and giving you a look there on your screen of everything of you know what it looked like minutes before they got to this point. So I think that it's awesome. We have just such a great team that was able to come out here so early on and just give you all the fans just a head start for the opening day. And the anticipation, it's gonna keep ramping up as we inch closer and closer to opening pitch at 7 o'clock. And let's head on over to meteorologist David Carnes to see how the weather is gonna be at that time. David.
Yeah, gorgeous day. We have just this beautiful view, and you can see the sun rising up over, and it's really beating down right now. But here's the thing: at 7 o'clock, when this game starts, that sun's going to be over here, and every seat in the house, including right here in the Kubota of Chattanooga Club, it's going to be fantastic. We've already got a lot of people streaming up into the club, tons of people streaming into the stands. You can even see a lot of people out on the field. This is just a celebratory event right now, and weather-wise, you couldn't ask for better. Beautiful blue skies, very comfortable temperatures. That blocking high is going to continue to keep us nice and warm and dry, but much cooler and dry weather is on the way for the end of the weekend, the beginning of next week. And then we'll see that cooler and drier air working its way in, and it is going to be fantastic. Going from 90 to 71, you are absolutely going to feel that. Right now, we're going to toss it to a very special guest live on the field, Mayor Tim Kelly.
Okay, they're on live view too now.
I'd like to welcome some special guests to Erlanger Park today. We have Peter Woodward, Ryan Richardson, and Joya Greer here representing Major League Baseball. We have Cincinnati Reds Professional Baseball operations, Nick Hall. You can do whatever you want, Cindy. Despite the extraordinary complexity of this project, we are here on time and on budget. The project of this magnitude is not yet to fruition without a gorgeous effort from the farm mayor. We have some of those folks out here today. I'd like to especially recognize Mayor Tim Kelly and Jim Coppinger, who provided the vision and helped guide this project through its most difficult moments. The current and former members of the City Council and County Commission.
Here we are, guys. We're by the center field gate. We are nearing the end of our show, and the real show is actually starting out there on the field soon.
Yeah, just about 35 minutes till first pitch. We can't wait.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking much more about the ball game and opening day at Erlanger Park coming up after this break.
You're watching a special edition of Local 3 News, live from Erlanger Park.
Welcome into sports. Welcome back to Erlanger Park. It's been a great day for sports in general here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, man. We're here at the center field gate, keeping an eye, stage left, if you will. People streaming in. Looks to be a solid flow. I know a lot of people worried about the parking and situation there, but it looks solid thus far.
Yeah, we've already seen so many people coming through the gates. This is going to be a packed house.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to see the amount of people that came early. Really immersing themselves in this experience, taking a few laps around the ballpark, checking some things out. And you know what? Honestly, on a day like today, you almost forget, oh, that's right, they're going to play baseball tonight. And the Lookies are, what, 8-1 on the season?
8-1. Already series wins, swept the Columbus Clingstones, took 5 out of 6 from the Birmingham Barons. Now they're going to take on a 3-5 Biscuits team that's been struggling a little bit, but we know that they can be a dangerous team as well.
Absolutely. Sometimes you have to get warmed up. Our guy Cooper Kinney on the Biscuits, I actually got a chance to catch up with him right after we interviewed Mayor Kelly, and he was all smiles. Talk about a guy that was ear to ear to be here. He's like, he said it was absolutely amazing how all this worked out, where I'm able to come back to my hometown. His family's going to be here to open up this new ballpark. He feels how special it is on his end, too.
Yeah, not to mention that I believe Baylor is playing a pretty good, big game with McCauley, so they might be split a little bit.
You know what? And it's funny, in true Baylor McCauley fashion, I'm sure he's almost just as worried about that ball game as he is this one tonight against the Lookies. But what are you expecting from the ball game tonight? I mean, obviously, the lineup's been hit the ball. We're excited to see who hits the first home run here at Erlanger Park tonight. Where's it going to go? Yeah. What do you think this team could do this evening?
I mean, I think they've been so strong offensively, and they've already been able to show that they can come from behind. They were down, 4-0 in the 8th inning the other night, come back to win that game 8-5. They lead the league in several offensive categories, so hopefully that hitting can continue and they can hit that first home run at Erlanger Park.
And I think the players have to be feeling it too. This has been such a special day. We've been here all day. It's been a blast. We're going to be here all week, all summer long. Yeah. Erlanger Park finally opening its doors. So we're going to toss it up to DC, DK, everybody up there at the Kubota Club of Chattanooga, upstairs, getting a real big view. And we're going to join them here in a few.
We are back here at Erlanger Park. David Carnes, Madison Sims, I just want to point out one thing. We are standing with our backs to home plate, about 450 feet in front of home plate, but you'll notice we're not squinting. The sun is not in our eyes. That was the big problem a lot of fans had with the old park, and that problem has been solved.
Problem has been solved, and we've been talking about that all day, actually. It's nice for the sun to kind of be on your back here. If you're not here tonight, you guys are going to want to make sure that you get tickets to come here at some point. I'm coming back on Friday. I'm super excited about it. This is phenomenal. You don't want to miss it.
Guys, dream come true. The sports people are here. Dream come true. I mean, Ben, I'm not saying a word, buddy.
I didn't realize you guys were up here, man. You get the full breeze and the full. Listen, man, I got a little bit emotional talking to Mayor Kelly in the 5 o'clock hour and what this means to Chattanoogans here today.
Yeah.
You could feel it. You could feel the emotion. You could feel how much it means to everybody here. This is a community event, and kids are going to be enjoying this for generations. It is special.
And guys, thank you for being part of the show as well. Enjoy coming out to one of these games. It is a blast out here. Have a great night.